Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be creating this makeup look for you guys using only Maybelline products. This is of course a drugstore affordable brand. I absolutely love some of the drugstore brands that are out there. I just want to let you guys know this is not a sponsored video. I'm just doing this because I actually love Maybelline and I think their formula is so amazing for a drugstore, and of course they are so affordable as well. So if you guys want to see how I created this look using only Maybelline products, then please continue watching. So guys, I did prime and moisturize earlier. I'm just gonna get right into the foundation. So for foundation, I'm gonna be starting off with the Maybelline Fit foundation, and this has been my holy grail for the longest time. I cannot emphasize how great this foundation is. What's great about this foundation is that it's super long lasting. It is a matte finish, of course, and it is great for combination skin or oily skin. I do personally have combination skin, so this works amazing for me. So I'm going to start off with applying this, and I'm in the shade 310. I think I've been in this shade for a really long time. So I'm taking my trusted EcoTools Beauty Blender and I'm just blending right into my skin. And for concealer, I'm going to be using the Instant Age Rewind Concealer from Maybelline. This concealer has been extremely hyped, and I actually tried it out because of the hype, and I do like it. It's not probably the best concealer for me. I'm just going to take a good amount of it in my hand, and I'm just going to apply it very lightly because I don't want to overly highlight or conceal my under eye. So I'm just taking it in my fingers and I'm going to just apply it on the areas that I want to sort of conceal. And if you can see, it's a very light sheer. So I'm not going to be using any primer from Maybelline for my eyelids. So I'm just going to take the same concealer and just sort of apply it on my eyelids. And to set my face, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Poreless Matte Powder. And I think this just sort of has been on the market for a really long time after they released the Fit Me foundation, and I've been wanting to try this out, and I am pretty new. I haven't actually used it at all, and I just want to see how this works. This is actually in the same shade 310. So a new product that I recently got from Maybelline is the Master Contour and Face Kit. This is in the shade, I believe, it is in the shade, yeah, it's in the shade medium deep, and I think they have like two shades. I think one is like a sort of a light medium, and this is a medium deep one. I think this works okay for me, for my skin tone. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use the contour and the blush and the highlight. It comes with the three, sort of a duo, well, trio actually. I'm just gonna dip into the contour side, and I'm just gonna add that on my cheekbones and contour my face basically. Ooh, that's really pigmented. That's not bad. It has really good pigment. And now taking the blush part, I'm just sort of dipping it, and I'm just gonna add that to those areas, and if you can see, it has a really shimmery sort of effect to it. And I'm just gonna take it on my middle finger a little bit and just apply it on the cheekbone, just a little bit, because I know that this does already give that blush, already has a little bit of that sheen. I don't have any brow products from Maybelline, or at least I haven't really tried any out. So I'm going to use my trusted Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. So I'm just going to go ahead and do my brows really quickly. And for eyeshadows, I'm going to be using the Nudes palette. This is probably one of those oldies palettes that have been on the market for a really long time. I actually used this for a while, and I thought it was really nice for an everyday sort of palette. It's great for a smoky eye, or it's great for somebody who wants to use it on a daily basis. I'm going to be starting off with these two shades. I'm actually going to be blending this shade and this shade right here, these two shades. And I'm going to be blending it right into the crease, and we're going to start that out. And I'm using the blending side of the brush, of course. Now taking another shade from the palette, I'm going to be using more of this darker brown shade, if you can see this shade right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and add that into sort of the crease. And I'm taking the same blender brush. I'm gonna be using this darker shade. I'm just gonna add that only to the outer corners of the lid. And now taking the blending side, I'm just blending all that in. And I don't want the color to be too dark, so I'm just blending it in on the outer side of the corners, if you can see, towards the top and the outer corners. And then taking this shade from the palette, I'm going to be using this lighter shade. It's a golden sort of a shade. And I'm just going to take it on my finger and I'm going to be packing it into the inner corner of the eye, but more not only inner corners, I'm going to be using a little bit on the middle of the lid as well, so I'm just sort of packing that in, if you can see. So it just gives you that pretty color. So it's not going to be on the entire lid, only on the outer. And now taking that same light shade that we used earlier, the first transition shade that we used, I'm just going and blending everything in and sort of diffusing out all the colors and making sure that it's all blended in together. And to highlight the brow bone, I'm going to be using this shade right here. It is more of like a shimmery, sort of a shimmery white cream shade. And for mascara, I'm going to be using, of course, the Maybelline Big Shots mascara. I think I've used this mascara in a lot of my tutorials, actually. And there are actually a lot of great drugstore mascaras, which is really surprising for me, but I've always ended up falling in love with more of a drugstore mascara than a high-end mascara, so I definitely use this so much more often than you can even imagine. And now taking the pencil brush, I'm going to go ahead and line my lower lash line with the same colors. And first of all, I'm going to be using the darker and the lighter brown, these two shades right here. And I'm actually going to be adding that on the upper lash line because I don't want to use any highlighter or anything like that. I just want to keep it a little bit natural. I mean, it's not natural, but just to keep it a little subtle on the eyes, I'm just adding that brown onto the upper lash line, just a slight. I feel like this really works. And it just sort of opens up the eye a little bit. I'm taking the same shades on my lower lash line and just smoking that out a little bit. And for lips, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Color Sensational Lip Liner in the shade Rich Chocolate. And I've actually used this a couple of times. And this is a lipstick that I have used before. This is in the shade Touchable Taupe. So guys, this does sort of complete the look, and I didn't really put any falsies on. I actually left my eyelashes natural, and I really like this mascara a lot. I feel like it's really nice, and it gives you really sort of a fuller lash look. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope that you guys liked this video. If you guys did like it, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye!